flower.
I did not think anything grew here.
Protect yourself!
Ragnarök! Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost. Ragnarök!
Yeltsin dead! Well, on for the enemies of the lair!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Would be Bifrost!
Aye, and if you thought his berserkers were tough, well, I've been thinking about what you said, brother. Maybe it's time to let this go.
Slumping up a dead man's soul with this old sword isn't gonna change the past.
It is good to hear you say that, but I plan to face it regardless.
What? After all your lecturing on vengeance and spite?
It is not wise to let a malevolent spirit wander Midgard, but I needed to know you wanted this for the right reasons.
Huh. Appreciate the sentiment, brother.
Do you hear that? Someone's crying.
Sinmara,
Ah, Surtur's love. Should we try to tell her what happened?
she knows.
Thought his berserkers were tough-willed. I've been thinking about what you said, brother. Maybe it's time to let this go. Slurping up a dead man's soul with this old sword isn't gonna change the past.
It is good to hear you say that, but I plan to face it regardless.
What? After all your lecturing on vengeance and spite?
It is not wise to let a malevolent spirit wander Midgard, but I needed to know you wanted this for the right reasons.
Huh. Appreciate the sentiment, brother.
Do you hear that? Someone's crying.
Sinmara,
Ah, Surtur's love. Should we try to tell her what happened?
she knows.
Midgard,
There may be more to explore.
lead the way. What's that?
King Hrolf's gravestone. It's reformed. Yes, there's a...
Wait. Be ready for combat.
You can't have it.
Keep standing!
way!
Come on, Pego, get up!
Fall to me. You can't have it.
Switching! The Alpha! Steady your horse! The Alpha!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
The Alpha! The Alpha!
You can't have it.
The Alpha!
I've got that one, brother.
The Alpha! The Alpha! The Alpha! The Alpha! The Alpha! The Alpha!
Brother, get up! Brother!
Later.
We're returning to Alfheim?
We may have missed something.
I'm with you.
You know, back in Jotunheim, I had half a mind to ask Angerboda what exactly her intentions were with the lad. But one look at her, and any doubts I had melted away.
It's a question every parent must grapple with sooner or later.
I trusted her with my life. I trust her with my son.
You can't argue with that.
Another carving. The last ingredient in the recipe.
One more ingredient around here, brother.
The meeting of Yari and Somar.
Ah, right. So the two agree traveling together might be beneficial.
And less lonely.
Aye. Their bond with each other grew quickly, and the meals they shared became legendary. It was said that time with them could sustain you for weeks.
That was the last of the ingredients.
We could take them back to the cauldron in Midgard. Midgard. Almost missed it.
It may still hold secrets.
Sounds like a plan.
Thanks for grabbing that for us.
Let me get my fortune hammer. If you don't love it, just bring it back. Let me get my fortune hammer. And what about Freya? Know what you want? You need it? I got it. Window shopper.
Look, over there.
Finish the story.
Gladly. It was said that Yari and Somar first shared a kiss in the fields of Jotunheim.
Oh? How'd they manage to reach Jotunheim?
Don't know. Point is, they went on countless expeditions, each location more beautiful than the last. But they found as they did, the destination became less important than simply traveling together.
And the unnameable thing?
It was home. Yari and Somar had found it in each other.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost. Nasty head. You all right, brother?
You out there! All is yours! My kingdom.
Thank you, brother. Still not sure if that was justice or vengeance.
The two are not always at odds.
What do you intend to do with Skofnung now?
I intend to use it.
No! Don't you understand the legacy that thing carries? Not to mention the souls of berserkers.
I will use it for good.
That won't erase its history.
No. But the story of this sword is still being written. Future generations will weigh its good deeds against the bad and decide for themselves.
You've come a long way from when I first met you, brother.
I have had good counsel since then.
And you're always here. What are the fucking notes?
Stags
Your
are
stats are
returned.
returned.
Better late than never.
Incredible! The 9 realms are no longer in horticultural danger. I cannot thank you enough. But perhaps this will suffice. Arrogant believes he has evaded punishment just because you fixed his blunder. He is sorely mistaken, of course. He will be in a remarkable amount of trouble. Once I figure out how to punish someone whose narcissism renders him invulnerable to all forms of emotional warfare. Well then, what else, friends?
So, this whole spectral squirrel business. You can shoot out your feelings into little ghosties.
I suppose that is a slightly inelegant way of putting it. These spectral versions of myself are aspects of my personality that I often find distracting at best. My ability not only lets me cast them away and provide some temporary peace of mind, it also allows me to see what goes on outside the tree.
Why not just go look yourself?
As the eternal caretaker of the tree, I may not leave its confines. All part of the deal, but worth it for the immortality and such. My spectral forms still allow me to see the outside world, albeit through slightly colorful viewpoints.
That's one word for it. That bitter form of yours is a nasty piece of work.
I'm standing right here, you know that freak.
I'd apologize for him, but where would it end? Until we meet again.
Quality stuff for you. Too deadly. Brutal. Let me get my fortune hammer. Thane's legacy, the rage of Sather, forged into a single blade. Now, Thor's not the only one with lightning in his hand. The ever-thirsting blade. Now you be careful with that, Kratos. Very big. Too deadly. Brutal. 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 Let me get my fortune hammer.
A good fit.
Better get that armor nice and bloody.
Mir, did I do enough to prepare Atreus
The lad survived bloody Ragnarok. I should think he's as prepared as anyone could be.
to survive, yes, but to love?
Brother?
And Rhoda, was he?
Oh. Well, there were certain topics on which I suppose I may have been a touch more approachable. I did my level best to teach him the ropes.
Then you taught the boy to woo?
To be perfectly honest, brother, I taught him how I wish I'd woo.
Enough.
Back to Midgard, I see.
There may be more resources to gather.
Let's go.
Time to move!
Alpha!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Control is done! It's yours now! Alpha!
Well, that relic certainly did the trick. Somewhat missed fighting trolls, didn't you? Don't forget to grab what they dropped. I bet Lunda could make some armor out of it.
Are those troll bits you got? I can work with those. Want to talk for a spell?
Missing the desert?
We must always be on the hunt for resources.
I'll have your back.